Hello, and welcome back to another installment of Is Time Princess Dress Up Historically Accurate? In the last episode, we started the necklace affair, and we're not going to finish the whole necklace affair in this episode because it took several years, but we're going to have the next installment in the necklace affair, and hopefully the rest of the necklace affair will make it into this game. In addition to having the next installment of the necklace affair, we are going to prepare for the grand ball. Of course, there's a grand ball. In between the last episode and this one, there was a section where I learned more about how this game works. So you don't get different dresses in each story, you create them. And I considered showing this, but I'm not really rating the gameplay of this game. I'm just rating the historical accuracy of this game. So I'm just going to do all of that stuff off camera because I think it'll be pretty boring. It'll certainly be boring for me to film and edit it, and I think it'll be boring for you to watch it. That explains why the costumes are so bad, however, because they don't have individual costumes for each game. There is a set kind of cast, a catalog of costumes, of dresses that you can make. And of course, these dresses have to work for all of the different stories, so they're not going to be specified for the 1780s. However, I'm still going to be rating everything through a lens of 1785-ish. That's when the necklace affair took place, so that gives us a pretty good date for when this takes place. So I'm going to be rating everything as though it's 1785, because when it comes down to it, it's a historical dress-up game. So I personally, if I were making a historical dress-up game, I would make the costumes specialized for each era. So I'm going to keep on rating the costumes as though it's 1785. But I just wanted to explain that this is how the game works. I don't have any stylistic control over how the costumes look. I just need to get the elements. I get the elements through playing the game, and then once I've gotten those elements, I can unlock a new dress, basically. But I don't get to decide what it looks like. All I get to decide is when to wear it. So I wanted to clear that up, and now we'll launch into the video. My goodness, what a stunning necklace. What was my voice for her again? Marie, you're the only person beautiful enough to wear it. I heard that the previous king once commissioned a grand necklace for Madame de Berry. If that story is true, then this should be it. Yes, Madame is wise indeed to know of its origins. I only heard of it. Too bad Madame de Berry was dismissed from court and never laid eyes upon the necklace. But maybe it is God's will. Madame de Berry is no longer in favor and has lost the right to wear it. Something about that is just very strange. And I can't quite put my finger on it. I think maybe it's just the idea that God actually cares about who wears some tacky necklace. Marie, with your beauty and status, you're the only one who can wear such a necklace. Yes, that is true. There's no other like it. Please, buy it. Allow it to compliment her beauty. He's just begging with her because, as I said earlier, the jewelers completely bankrupted themselves making this necklace. Please buy it, please. We're only asking the low price of 1,600,000 livres. An ancient French currency. During Louis XV's rule, 8 ounces of gold was worth 740 livres. When the necklace affair occurred, the yearly expenses of a typical family of 3 would have been around 400 livres. 1,600,000 livres? How many years of palace expenses is that? Your Majesty deserves jewelry that benefits her station. This necklace is grand enough for royalty, and for king's mistresses, apparently. This is a great purchase. Only your Majesty deserves such a necklace. And the king's mistress, apparently. Yes, only royalty would have the funds to buy this. But Louis XV can no longer afford this. That is true. He is dead. Is this why Boehmer is here? No, duh, that's why he's here. Did you think he just dropped around for tea? No, he wants to sell you the necklace, dumbbell. What do you think, your Majesty? The gem's brilliance is captivating and tempting my vanity. But I shouldn't spend years of palace expenses. And that money could feed so many civilians. Should I really buy this out of vanity? Okay, note, this decision will drastically change the story. Now, I'm kind of torn here because Marie Antoinette did not buy this necklace, but that didn't help her in the end, not buying the necklace. So in the end, she got all of the bad press of having bought the necklace, but she didn't actually buy the necklace, and she didn't even end up with the necklace as a consolation prize. So part of me kind of thinks I should buy the necklace because not buying it didn't help Marie Antoinette. On the other hand, though, I kind of want to try to mirror Marie Antoinette's actions as close as I can to see if this game stays accurate. I think I'm going to refuse to buy the necklace. I already have a bad reputation. If I spend that much on this necklace and it gets out, what will people think of me? I'm not sure what the French Revolution was about, but I think it had something to do with the luxuries of the royal court. I have a chance to stop things from getting worse. I will not suffer the same fate as Marie. Part of me kind of hopes she will suffer the same fate as Marie. I know that's very wrong, but I think it will be very fun for this kids game to take a dark turn into the realm of beheading. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think she's probably going to end up running away with Fersen, but we'll see. Marie, don't you like this necklace? Anyone would like this necklace, myself included. Anyone? Then you should take this opportunity, Your Majesty. I'd love to, but I can't afford it. Thank you anyway. Oh, please reconsider, Your Majesty. If you're concerned about finances, for the sake of giving this necklace a home, may I present a solution? Your Majesty can pay in installments. Installments, the biggest scam since sliced bread. That sounds possible. You are like a little devil on my shoulder, always encouraging me to do the bad things. Boehmer's offer is certainly very tempting. After thinking about it for a while, note, this decision will drastically change the story. I'm still gonna not buy it. I'm gonna stick as closely as I can to what actually happened and see if the game stays accurate. Because if I diverge from history and then it's inaccurate, then I can't really blame the game. No, never mind. Forget it. Oh, Your Majesty, I'm sorely disappointed. Unfortunately, I cannot buy it, but I'm sure you can find a more suitable buyer. But thank you for showing it to me. Yes, Your Majesty. You're the only one who deserves to own it. What other owner could it possibly have? If you ever change your mind, please send word to my humble shop. I'll reserve it for you indefinitely. That's a terrible business move. Marie, why aren't you buying it? You would have bought it without hesitation in the past. This isn't like you. Well, maybe I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. It's pretty, but if I had bought it, it would have only brought trouble. Gabrielle, you know the people of France don't think I deserve to be queen. It's less that they didn't think she deserved to be queen and more that they hated her guts, but you say potato, I say potato. Well, but that's not your fault. And no matter what you do, they'll still say bad things about you. So you must do your best to live as happily as possible. Isn't that right? Yes, and everybody knows that decadence and indulgence leads only to happiness and to nothing else. Helplessness and despair well up within me. Oh, sorry, that's not Gabrielle. Helplessness and despair well up within me. All Marie's misery is now mine. The hopelessness of it all is overwhelming. What's the point of living? But I mustn't give up just yet. I'm sorry. Is she contemplating ending it all because she can't buy a necklace? This game just took a surprisingly dark turn. Part of me kind of hopes she will suffer the same fate as Marie. Gabrielle, I was too pessimistic earlier. I might still have a chance to change things. Will you help me, Gabrielle? Of course. As long as it makes you happy, I'll always stand by you no matter what decision you make. We've already had this talk about having your own spine, Gabrielle. Thank you, Gabrielle. I don't feel so alone now. What are you saying? We'll always be together, right? Yes, you're right. The people may not change their minds about me, but I think I did the right thing today. If I keep trying my best, I'm sure I'll see the results someday. Are you? What are you going to wear to the banquet instead? I'll just wear something I already have. Novel concept. I'll just wear something I already have. But I haven't thought about how to accessorize my outfit just yet. You also haven't thought of what you're actually going to wear to the banquet. Leonard will help you coordinate. I'll go ask him now. With their help, I start preparing for the banquet in 2 days. See, 2 days to coordinate an outfit. I'm so excited I wish I could skip forward in time to the banquet itself. All right. What have we got? What is that? Swan's touch. I do not know what that is. Maybe they're cuffs? Or something to wear on your head, like maybe they're earrings? Or maybe it's a necklace. All right. Are you gonna give me something else? Ugly shoes? More ugly shoes? Thank you, little insect thing. Okay. Let's start the next chapter. Our heroes have returned from the New World to it. Okay, the term New World was not being used in the 1780s. That was something they used in the 15 and 1600s. Calling it the New World would have been incredibly affected and strange by the 1780s. It was not in the common lexicon. Our heroes have returned from the New World to a huge festival. Who will I meet during the celebrations? Will anything interesting happen? I mean, at this point, they would have been calling it America, because at this point, America has won the War of Independence. Perhaps festive joy fills the Palace of Versailles on the day of the banquet. My dear, I'm here to dress you. Your beauty and skills shall make you the gem of the ball. Fersen, the most charming man in Versailles, will be stunned. In fact, everybody will be absolutely crazy over you. Affected by his enthusiasm, I start imagining being the center of attention. I'm counting on you, Leonard. Do your magic. Am I the only one who does not actually like being the center of attention? I get very uncomfortable with it. Have you forgotten who you're talking to, Your Majesty? It's my duty. Put on the outfit I designed for you. Your beauty will be beyond imagination. Shoes? That's all they could come up with? Okay, I need to be grand and charming. Where's grand? Where's charming? All right, so I guess we're gonna wear this. New hair. Ooh. Look at it, look at the hair. It's wiggling around. I really do not like that mask. Can I not wear it? Can I take it off? I'm gonna take it off. I don't care if it is a masked ball. We're not wearing that mask. I guess we're supposed to wear those. You can't see them, so that's fine. Oh, this is the thing that we got. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're wearing that, and those, and not those. And looks like that's all she wrote. Okay, let's see how we did. Oh, wait. It put the mask and the feather hands on? I didn't want to have those. Ugh. Should I retry? No, I'll just go with it. Ugh. I'm gonna be salty about this for the next half hour. Good heavens, you'll steal every gentleman's heart. I bet you could even capture the man that every French lady desires. And I'm not talking about Fersen. Leonard is exaggerating, but I'm curious now. Oh, if it's not Fersen, then who is it? Who has so much power over all the ladies in Versailles? Can I guess? Do I know who this is? I can't think of who it is. I'll see if I recognize the name though. Lafayette. Of course it's going to be Lafayette, the one other guy we've met. My dear, I'm talking about the Marquis de Lafayette, of course. He's stern, but his looks, his status, his talent. My word, okay, calm down, Leonard. Ha 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 ha. Why are you laughing? He's a mysterious man, and that's why he draws so much attention. Lafayette won't be Lafayette. Lafayette wouldn't be Lafayette if he stopped being stern. After a moment, Leonard laughs with me. Oh, my dear, how time passes. You should get going now. Let all of Versailles see my beautifully styled queen. He's talking like she's a doll. I think we're going to leave it there for now. A huge, huge thank you to Mary Royal, Kit Kat Stitch, Emily Donnelly, River Scholl, and Sandra White for sponsoring this channel on Patreon. If you would also like to sponsor this channel on Patreon, I'll leave a link in the description below. No hard feelings if you can't. I'm also going to leave a link to my Instagram down below if you want to follow me there. Thank you so, so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll tune in next time.